Hello and welcome to the class. We're going to be working on balance today. So if you start off as you normally do, lying on your mat in a comfortable position, closing your eyes and taking your senses inwards. Being aware of being comfortable, how you can let go into the earth. Feel it supporting you. Feeling as though you can soften into the earth. Just focusing on your breath. Feel today? And does it feel even and balanced? Just be aware of your natural breath, where it goes, what happens. Be aware of how it's slowing down now as you become more still. Does it feel more even on one nostril than the other? That's quite normal. Is there an even flow of the breath? Can we now make the breath even on the inhalation and the exhalation? So you can count 3 or 4, whatever feels comfortable for you. And 6 breaths now. Getting the breath to be even. Gentle flow of the breath. And once you finish those 6 even breaths, just leave your breath just to become normal and start to have a stretch out, stretch your arms out, your legs out. Take a few breaths, exhaling more as you stretch more. And then walking your feet in again and coming up to sitting with your legs crossed. And are you feeling balanced and even sitting on the block? When we come towards the front of the block a bit more, so you're not quite dropping off it, but you're on the edge of the block, and feel how that makes you sit up a bit more, and the knees can go relax down a bit more. So just being aware of how that feels. If you feel a bit uneven, can you adjust that? Are you lifting the spine, the top of the head, the chin even in line with the ground? Can we change the cross of the leg? Again, being on the very front of the block, so you can relax more in the groins, the thighs, the knees, lifting the spine, feeling nice and balanced and even. The head just sitting nicely on top, with a long neck, shoulders down. Have a stretch up, breathing in, lengthen one side a little bit more, the other side a little bit more, and then look up at both sides even now, shoulders down, stretch the fingers. As you stretch up, the tummy starts working more, doesn't it? And then coming down, and a couple of sun salutes unless you want to do the cat position instead, that's fine. So, coming up, Tadasana on the front of your mat. Let's have a look at the feet. Are they facing forward? And are they even? Pressing the legs together, dropping the tail, lifting the tummy in and up. Are you feeling very sturdy? Hands in, namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes set down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain in to plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward with the right. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward, left. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Any higher, breathing, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back. Knee down, look up. Return into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, step forward, right between the hands. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, come. Return into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, left foot forward. Breathe out, right, feet together. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste, standing tall. Take a couple of breaths. Hands in namaste. Then bring the arms just down by your sides. And how's your Tadasana? Have the feet a little bit apart and facing forwards. Now, just go onto the outside sides of your feet a little bit more. Okay. Then go to the insides of your feet. And then somewhere in the middle with a good footprint. So spreading the toes. Now imagine that footprint, a nice warm sand. And how would it look? Obviously, there's the arch of the foot. Other than that, you've got a complete dents in the sand of your feet, so you should feel very steady there. And bring the arms up, lengthen both sides. Have a look at all your Hands even, do you think? Are the shoulders down? What's happened to the tummy? Is your tail down? Tummy up and in. Kneecaps lifted. Very strong legs. Breathe. Interlock the fingers. Bend and turn up. The fingers even. Palms up. Breathe. And then change the interlock, then the other thumb on top. Breathe in. Breathing out, stretching up. What do the hands look like? And just calm down. A little wiggle out. So we're going to do tree pose. So have a chair or the wall or something near you, just in case you become unbalanced. So you need to be in a good Tadasana with the feet together, spreading all the toes, and then we're going to balance on the right leg, so right nice and strong. You can just turn out, or you can bring the heel up as high as you can, down the thigh, and for balance you can just have your arms up here, or you can go into Namaste, lift the breastbone, and can you stay there? The thigh pressing into the foot and the foot pressing into the thigh. Right, you've got the chair or wall next to you, haven't you, if you need it. You can stretch your arms up if you like to, just gently. Can you close your eyes for 10 seconds? Maybe 1 or 2. Okay. I'm not going to do it because I'm not steady as I should be, but I'm leaving it up to you, even if a few seconds, you may be able to do that. Okay, so eyes open again now, stretching the arms up, lengthening. If you can bring your hands together, that'd be good, but don't worry if you aren't. And then coming down, namaste, and down, and release. So sometimes it's better to come off the mat actually, because the mat can be a bit wobbly for you. See how that goes. Right, so we're going to be on the left leg now. Okay, I'll be standing in a good Tadasana. Strong legs, spreading the toes, feeling the footprint, and then bringing the right leg up, and then pressing the foot into the thigh, thigh into the foot, and then you can bring your arms up. That will help you balance and breathe. Is that leg strong? You can go into Namaste. You feel today, some days we're just not in a balancing mood, are we? Right, so bringing the arms up again. Now, can you close your eyes for a few seconds? Looking up to 10 someday, but don't forget you've got the support here if you need it. It does take a bit of practice. It really focuses the mind, and back to Namaste. If you need to come down and come up again, then do so. Just stretching the arms up. Lengthen. Hands together if you can. Look at a focus point. And then slowly slowly coming down under control. And release. Okay, just have a little wiggle around. Back. Right. Okay, back to Tadasana. Okay, so again, have support there if you need it. So we're going to lift the, we're going to be standing on the right leg, lifting, you can have your hand on support, lifting the, sorry, standing on the left leg, lifting the right. You can have your 2 fingers and thumb around the big toe and stretch forward. And then see if you can balance from there. And then can you bring your arms out to the side and leg out to the side. And then release. Well, you could go into lotus, half lotus leg actually, if you can do that, or you can go back to tree. Okay, and I'll stay with the hands, the breastbone. Let's see if we can balance a bit there. And then lift, and then down under control. Okay, so we're going to lift the left one down, holding the big toe, stretching forward, lifting the opposite arm up, and then going out to the side, the arm and the leg. Breathe. Maybe back to tree or half lotus. With hands in Namaste. And release. Come back to Tadasana. Have a little wiggle out. Okay. Let's do dog pose now and into 3-legged dog in a minute. So into your normal downward dog. So spread the fingers now. And from all fours, tucking the toes, lifting as high as you can, and bringing the heels back. Are the feet looking even? Are they facing forwards? What are the hands doing? Is the middle finger straight in the middle? Can you bring your heels back any more? If they go down easily, bring them back a bit. If they don't, then just work on bringing the heels down. And the arms straight and even. And look at the feet and the legs. Are you opening the backs of your knees? Pulling the shoulders away from your ears, moving all the weight back. And are you even on your hands and your feet as much as you can? Okay, just come down for a moment. Bring the hands very, very slightly forward. And then coming up again into dog. Now, how even can you stay if you bring the right leg up? Look behind you. And from there, moving back, and you can actually lift this right leg a little bit more. There we come out. Into dog. Stretch the left one back. Try to stay fairly even. And then pressing, coming back a little bit more and up a little bit more. Back to, with the head down and into child. Bring the hands back beside your feet and head down.
20 minutes gone.
Mm-hmm. Breathe in and come up, and come up to standing again, and we'll do Garudasana arms. Well, let's do the legs, so we'll do it with the legs as well. So left over right with the leg, hold on to something, and try and get the hips a bit even, and then right over left with the arms, and try and get some balance there. Keep the hands and the feet spread, and then come out and change right over left with the leg, bend, try and bring this toes round if you can, or just do what you can. You can have it just put to the side. Try and get the hips a bit even facing front, and then left over right with the arms. Try and get them even in the middle, body lined up. Breathe and release. Then come back to Tadasana. Now we're going to do dancer, so very strong on your right leg, and hold of the ankle, or if you can reach front of the foot, that's fine. And you keep the thigh back. Start to lift the arm up with elegant fingers, and then straighten the arm back. Hold it there, breathing. Extend forward a little, back with the leg, keep the shoulder back, the arm fairly straight if you can, and simply coming down and back to Tadasana. Nice strong left leg. Starting to lift the right leg. And bring the knees together, and start to stretch the left arm forward, the leg back, a bit wobbly today, I think. And extend a little bit forward with the arm back with the leg, don't bring the knee out. Extend, stretch the fingers, breathe, and slowly down. And have a little wiggle out. Now we're going to do half moon along by the wall, which is really nice. So I'm just going to move that chair. And so, wide the legs and heels, just a little space between the heels and the wall. Accommodate your bottom. Is that in the way, that chair? And then turn the left toes in, right toes out, and start to go into your Trikonasana. And then bring this arm down. Start to bend this knee, have this little hop, 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 and let the arm just dangle down there. Bring the top shoulder back, stretch the top arm up, stretch the back leg. The knee should be facing the front and the foot should be facing the front. That one. The arm goes straight down in line with the leg. The head is back with the chin down. If you can go down any further with the right, you can lift the left a little bit more, and you can look up if it's comfortable for your neck, or you can look straight forward. And breathe. So it's all about the strength of the standing leg, isn't it? And then bend the knee. If you can get back to your Trikonasana and change. Right toes in, left toes out. And into your Trikonasana. Keeping back against the wall. And then this little hop, hop, hop. And I need to go back a bit. You can carry on. Okay. Okay, so the arm just dangles down from there. And back against the wall, back of the head against the wall. The other arm's up, shoulder back. And you're that half moon just dangling in the sky. And breathe. It's comfortable for your neck. You can look at the hand. You can look straight forward. And think of where the top leg's doing. If you can go down a little bit more with the hand, you can lift the leg a little bit more. And then see if you can get back to your Trikonasana. And breathe in, come up. Okay. So I'm going to do a bit of boat. You'll need a block in a minute. So, move your flesh back. First of all, just balance on your bottom. Shoulders down, elbows out. Just join the hands. Arms under the knees, and the tummy's got to work now, hasn't it, to lift the chest. Stretch one leg a little bit. Other leg a little bit, and a bit wider. Stretch one and stretch the other. And let's see if we can have a block between the knees and stretch the legs up into a boat. So lift the spine, lift the spine. Make sure you're at the front of the mat in case you drop back. And the arms up. And then release. Wide leg balancing, so move the bottom back. The feet in. Now push the chest through, lift the back, and you will be balanced and steady, and then lift. Shoulders down. Don't worry if you can't straighten the legs, you can use a belt or just have the legs bent a little bit. And balance. And maybe together, maybe out. In and release. Balancing again. We do the boat without the block, and hold behind the knees if you like, and release and letting go. I want to do a elbow plank. So can you line up your elbow? I'll do it this way first. Line up the elbow with the end of the mat, your bottom with the end of the mat, and your heels with the end of the mat, so that you're pretty straight. And stretch the heels, bring the toes towards you. the elbows under the shoulder. And then you might be able to lift into a bit into side plank. Try and keep the head even. Breathe. And release. And then roll over so you can do the other side. So the elbows under the shoulder and the edge of the mat. The bottom, to get to the edge of the mat and your heels. So you've got to work the tummy here, obviously. And you feel the elbows in place. Spread the fingers, stretch the heels away. And lift. Tummy working. Breathe. And release. And then into Dandasana. Okay, move the heels away. Now move the flesh back. And your arms back. And are you sitting nice and evenly? Are you on your sitting bones? Have a feel where they are. Can you lift the right leg a little bit without going back too much? Keep the leg even and stretch the arms out and release. Stretch the heels away. Lift the left one, stretch the arms out and down. Sitting up. To do that once more. Start with the arms out and lift the right one a little bit. Breathe. Lift the spine and down. Lift the left one a little bit. And down. Very good. Just bring the feet apart and drop down. Then bring this knee over your upper arm. Sorry, the back of the knee over the upper arm. And balance from there. And release. How about the other one? Onto the foot, bring the back of the knee to, lifting on the upper arm, somewhere there. And then can you lift this leg? Bring this one out. Next time. Hold. Good, balance and release. And then bring the feet apart. Just very gently into just a gentle tortoise. So bring the hands under, just a little bit down, not too much. Just to release the head down, the back. Keep the back rounded. Breathe. And does it all look balanced? And then push and come up. Bring the legs apart. Again, you're sitting forward. So move the flesh again. And balance it out from there. The arms stretched out. Stretch the heels away. Toes in towards you. Now bring the shoulders down, bring the shoulder blades forward towards the chest. Lift the chest, tummy in. And breathe. From there, you reach the toes, a little bit forward from there. And then just walk a little bit more forward, just gently. Fingertips on the mat, look up and smile. Have the legs well stretched. Are they evenly balanced? If you can go any more forward comfortably, keep the back extended. You've got the head down maybe a little bit. Just hold where you can hold, just see how it goes. Breathing in and breathing out. And then up. And bringing your feet in. And coming into Baddha Konasana. And move your bottom near your heels. Have the hands round the outside of the feet and lift up. And now breathe in and lift, breathe out and release the inner thighs. You can have the feet further apart if it's, further away rather if it's difficult for you. And again lifting the spine. You can be balanced in Baddha Konasana, so the tummy's really got to work. The spine lifted. The heels will come apart, so you need to bring them together. You stretch your thumbs. Can you go a little bit one way, a little bit the other way, and again just a little bit side to side with the body. And can you go into the leg stretch from there? Now, keeping the tummy working. Chest forward. Let's see what you can do. Don't worry if you can't straighten the
15
legs at all. That's absolutely fine. Shoulders down. Okay, come back to Baddha Konasana. Still balanced. Lift up. Then bring the feet down. Bring the knees together. Stretch the legs out. Lie down, arms out, bring the feet apart, just let the legs go to the right, rest of the body just relax where it is, just release, not pushing or anything, and then breathing in, breathing out, legs over to the left. Letting go. And then coming up. Now we're going to go into Shavasana, but we're going to put our legs, calves rather, on a chair, because we haven't done an inversion today. A chair. And it's rather nice to do it that way. You will need to have the calves fully rested on the chair. You can do it in your normal way if you like, but I think it's rather nice to have the calves rested on there. And then if you can start off with your legs up. Just holding the chair, just for a few breaths. And then you can put the calves on the chair and let go. And this really releases the legs, because we've done quite a lot of work on the legs, haven't we? So if you'd like to get yourself ready for that. Closing your eyes and letting go. Make sure the shoulders are down away from your ears. You haven't lifted your chin. Arms are comfortably away, shoulder blades down, and the legs you should be able to fully relaxed. If you've got longer legs than me, you can have the calves on the chair and the feet out to the sides. Depends on you and your furniture. And then letting go. So softening your feet, your ankles, softening your calves, your knees and your thighs, letting go. Heavy on your bottom and the hips, pelvis, tummy soft, the waist soft, and back, just let it release. Feel that it's spreading out to the sides and in between the vertebrae. The shoulder blades softening, tips of your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, hands, and right through to your fingertips. Release your jaw, your mouth and tongue. Soften your throat, your cheeks, let your eyes soften, down, looking at your heart center, the corners of your eyes released. Brain relaxed. Just letting go. As you breathe in, let. As you breathe out, go. Make sure your eyes stay soft and still. Make sure you're not resisting the chair. Just be aware of the peace and quietness within your body, within your mind. Within your heart. to bring your attention back to your body. Move your hands and your feet a little bit. To any sounds going on in the room. If you're on a chair, start to stretch your legs up again. Stretch your arms out with the shoulders down, stretch your fingers. And then release, bend your knees in, go into fetus position. And then gently push and come up to sitting on your block again. Up and in Namaste and closing your eyes. And just a few words from a book from a Zen Buddhist monk about relationships, really. Even the most beautiful music gets tiresome if I listen to it constantly. But if I listen to it after some time away, it becomes wonderful again. The problem is not the music itself, it is my relationship with it. Even my best friend gets annoying if I am with them for too long. But if I see them after a break, they are wonderful again. The trouble is not the person, it is my relationship with them. Open your eyes, namaste. Have a good week.